Something big just happened for Kyle Larson, and it didn't happen on a racetrack. In one of the most unexpected announcements of the season, NASCAR and iRacing have officially revealed Kyle Larson as the cover driver for NASCAR 26. And they didn't simply post it online. They turned it into a major event aboard the historic USS Midway in San Diego. Brought Larson onto the flight deck in the actual cover car and let him perform burnouts before unveiling the game's cover to the world. But while many fans celebrated the moment, others immediately pushed back. Some called it the perfect choice. Others called it controversial. And the reaction across NASCAR has been impossible to ignore. So what exactly happened? Why did NASCAR pick Kyle Larson? And why are fans suddenly arguing about it? You'll want to watch until the end, because this announcement may tell us exactly where NASCAR believes its future is heading. NASCAR's San Diego weekend was already expected to be historic. For the first time ever, NASCAR is racing on an active military base at Naval Base Coronado, creating one of the most unique events in the sport's history. The entire weekend has been designed as a celebration of innovation, spectacle, and new audiences. Then came Thursday evening. NASCAR and iRacing invited media members and guests aboard the USS Midway in downtown San Diego for what many expected to be a standard game presentation. Instead, they delivered a massive surprise. Kyle Larson suddenly appeared on the flight deck in the NASCAR 26 cover car and proceeded to perform burnouts before stepping onto the stage for the official reveal. The moment instantly became one of the biggest talking points of the weekend. And honestly, when you look at Larson's career, it's not hard to understand why NASCAR made this decision. Larson isn't just another Cup Series star. He's a two-time NASCAR Cup Series champion and the defending series champion. Over the past several years, he has established himself as one of the most versatile drivers in motorsports. Larson has proven that he can win almost anywhere, whether it's a short track, a mile-and-a-half oval, or even dirt racing. He has built a reputation for succeeding in situations where most drivers struggle. And whenever discussions start about pure driving talent, Larson's name almost always enters the conversation. From NASCAR's perspective, putting one of the sport's biggest stars on the cover makes complete sense. But there may be another reason this choice is so significant. The game is being developed by iRacing Studios, and Kyle Larson's connection with iRacing goes back many years. Larson became one of the biggest names in sim racing long before most fans realized how important virtual racing would become. He's raced countless events on the platform, built relationships within that community, and helped bring additional attention to sim racing as a whole. In many ways, Larson and iRacing have been linked together for years, which is exactly why many fans saw this announcement and immediately said the partnership felt inevitable. But as soon as the cover was revealed, the reaction became divided. A lot of fans loved it. They argued that Larson had never received this honor before despite being one of the most successful and recognizable drivers in the sport. To them, this was overdue recognition. Others felt different. Some fans questioned whether other drivers deserved the spot more based on the current season. Some believed NASCAR should have gone in another direction entirely, and others simply didn't love the cover design itself. Within minutes, social media was filled with debates. That's where the debate began. Some fans felt there was no better choice than Larson, while others wondered if NASCAR had simply picked the safest and most recognizable name available. Or was this the perfect driver to represent the future of NASCAR gaming? Those discussions spread quickly because the cover athlete for a sports video game has always carried extra meaning. Being on the cover of an officially licensed NASCAR game means much more than appearing on the box art. The driver selected essentially becomes the public face of the game, and for many casual viewers, one of the faces representing NASCAR itself. And by selecting Kyle Larson, NASCAR sent a very clear message. They believe Larson is one of the defining stars of this era. The timing of the announcement also feels important. NASCAR is entering an entirely new market this weekend. The San Diego street race represents a massive experiment. Everything about this weekend is different from what NASCAR normally does. The series is entering a brand new market, racing on a completely new circuit, and introducing itself to an audience that may not follow NASCAR on a regular basis. Everything about it is different, and right before the green flag even waves, NASCAR reveals its newest video game and places one of its biggest stars directly at the center of the entire presentation. That's not an accident. It's strategic. The company is combining one of its most ambitious race weekends with one of its most recognizable drivers and one of its biggest gaming projects. They're creating an event that reaches both racing fans and gamers simultaneously, and Larson himself seemed genuinely excited about the opportunity. During the event, he discussed what it means to be selected as the face of NASCAR 26 and talked about the role gaming can play in growing the sport. That's another reason this announcement matters. For years, NASCAR fans have wanted better games. They've wanted games capable of attracting younger audiences and helping introduce new people to racing. NASCAR knows that. iRacing knows that. And this project carries enormous expectations. Putting Kyle Larson on the cover instantly gives the game star power and credibility. But now comes the difficult part. The game has to deliver. Because regardless of how fans feel about Larson being on the cover, everyone agrees on one thing. They want a great NASCAR game. And suddenly, expectations have become even higher. At the same time, this entire moment gives Larson another major achievement in an already incredible career. Winning championships is one thing. Winning crown jewel races is another. But becoming the face of an officially licensed NASCAR video game is something only a select group of drivers ever get to experience. And now, Kyle Larson joins that list. Whether fans love the decision or disagree with it, the reality is simple. This announcement has people talking. Regardless of where fans stand on the decision, the announcement accomplished exactly what NASCAR hoped for. People are talking about the game, talking about Kyle Larson, and paying even more attention to the San Diego weekend. And it has placed even more attention on NASCAR's historic San Diego weekend. For NASCAR, that's exactly what they wanted. For Kyle Larson, it's another reminder of how influential he has become in modern stock car racing. And for the fans, the conversation is only getting started. Because now the questions become even bigger. Will NASCAR 26 live up to the hype? Will Larson's cover become an iconic moment in NASCAR gaming history? And after all the reactions we've already seen, was Kyle Larson truly the right choice to represent the sport's next major video game? We're about to find out. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest breaking NASCAR news and biggest stories right here on NASCAR Nation News.